And we're back. I just saw the up arrow for like synergy happening. Do I have any synergizing weapons? Um, Maybe it just meant my squirt gun and snowballer. If you go into your Ammonomicon, which is like the book that gives you all the information on all the enemies and stuff, this is actually a really fun collectible. You just go through and see all the things that you fought, like, oh look, red shotgun kin, and the normal enemies are called bullet kin. That's really fun and cute, and you can see all the artwork. Oh, look at all these things that I've unlocked. How fun. But anyway, the main thing is I could see my equipment, and I could click on something to see what it synergizes with. And I could also read about the story behind the weapon. I can see its name. Everything has a little contents under pressure. They have like little comments on them. This game is really polished, in case you didn't notice, by like all these statues and everything here. Like, I really love a game that obviously has so much love put into it. And I think Enter the Gungeon is definitely one of those, just because they add so much stuff. So many guns, so many items, just to make it that much more of a complete experience. If you saw right there, this guy actually is pretty easy to avoid if you just stand still. If you saw right there, that guy was shooting out a red bullet that explodes into many more bullets. This is the hardest floor in a regular playthrough, because this hammer thing is gonna track me around the room. Usually I'd have to jump between all these platforms here, but luckily I picked up the wings earlier, so I could just fly over the entire room. Ooh, bullet sharks! Oh jeez, they're coming for me, and they look like sharks. Kind of like, actually, it kind of look like bullet bills from Mario. Or like bonsai bills, I guess, because those are the ones with the teeth. And man, every time I reference something, I feel like I have to edit it onto the screen later, because, oh man, like, what if you don't know what a bonsai bill is? This is what a bonsai bill is. I probably already showed it. Man, I'm just like making work for myself right now, like as I'm going. I need to like subconsciously give myself less work by not explaining all the references. That guy spawned right next to me. Give me a second here, man. Like, jeez, this is really stressful. Okay, we're going to make it through. Got 3 hearts. I'm not really worried about it, but this is gonna be one of the larger floors, or chambers, I guess, of the game, because, you know, last level, gotta make it count, gotta make it hard, so it's just a big old labyrinth where you have to figure out where the end is. And I think there are techniques that speedrunners of the game use to navigate the floors quicker than I can, and they could predict where the boss fights will be, because there is some sort of pattern to the layouts, but I don't know that pattern. Ooh man, the skeleton is shooting lasers at me. I really need to take him out. That's one of the more threatening enemies, while his hammer is also pounding on me. Once he becomes a shell right there, or just a skull right there, you have to kill him, or else he'll get right back up and keep shooting lasers at you from across the entire room, and it's such a pain. And man, if I just use my squirt gun, this could be a little easier. This is actually like a pretty good weapon. I should really be using this, because anything that you really get a synergy with in this game, it's usually pretty powerful. But the reason why I haven't is because I thought that whenever you use a freezing weapon, that enemies will get frozen once, and once they unfreeze, once they thaw out, they won't get frozen again. Anyway, I'm staying in this room right now because I wanted to show you a trick. So look, I have 33 ammo in this shotgun, and this is a max ammo crate. So I could pick that up, but actually I'm gonna teleport to this room, hit E to teleport right back, and the rat will show up, but he'll disappear because I scare him off. Usually the rat will steal the ammo, but since I did that, I can now go into adjacent rooms and use up this ammo, and that ammo pack will still be there. But if I go past an adjacent room, of that original room with the power-up item or whatever you got in there. Usually you're only going to want to do this trick with ammo. If I go into an adjacent room, it will remain there. If I go past any adjacent room, then the rat will come back because he knows I'm far enough away that he doesn't have to be scared, and he will steal the ammo. But now I was able to use that extra ammo, and I'm down to 6 shotguns, and now I could refill it all the way back up to the top. So that's a little trick to get a little bit more use out of your weapons, especially if you have a very strong weapon later in the game. You could waste all your shots of it on some adjacent rooms and then come back and refill it all the way back up to full, as if all those shots didn't even matter. You could just be a little bit wasteful with that one trick. And oh my gosh, I thought I was going to get another green item, but no. I've got another infuriating note. What's it say? Some chests are red, but more of them are blue. No matter what's in them, I'll steal it from you. That's a really nice little poem from the rat there. That pretty much just tells me if I finally do get randomly dropped red chests, which are one of the best chests in the game, he's gonna steal the contents anyways, so whatever, don't even think about it. So this character is pretty important for later. I'm just gonna get this irradiated lead. This is gonna give me a poisoning effect, and since I'm low on health here, I'm also gonna grab this heart. This room usually is super costly by this point because you've been using up all your items and stuff, or all your money on things as you're getting here, but I haven't really gotten that many opportunities to have money very well spent because just the shops weren't very good. And oh, do you see that guy that has the black smoke on him? That's a jammed enemy. That's what I was talking about earlier. Those black and red bullets actually do double damage, and I think he has like double health as well. So if I get hit by him, it's not gonna do one of these like half shells of my heart. It's gonna do an entire heart. So I need to be very careful. Oh my gosh, that guy spawned right on top of me. There's nothing I could have done to avoid that. Well, I mean, I guess I could have noticed that he was spawning and moved out of the way, but I didn't have the reaction time. And right here we have the final boss. Alright, so let's see, I have 3 hearts. It's pretty good. I've done this before. I got this. I think I'm gonna try and use a squirt gun to slow him down, and then I could use the rocket launcher and jolter to do damage to him. Who am I kidding? I'm probably just gonna be whipping out weapons at random. Anyway, here he is, the final boss. Come on, this is really dramatic. Yeah, giant dragon, or should I say Dragun. Haha. This game is awesome. Am I doing freezing to him? I don't think I was. I think I might just need to start shooting rockets at him. So this guy is honestly, I feel like one of the easier bosses, like comparatively to certain other ones. Sure, he does have a lot of attacks that very hard to avoid, like the current ones that I'm facing, but I can just stay in the corner here. Once you kind of recognize the patterns for this boss, it's actually not that bad to fight him over and over. And you might be thinking, oh Jake, you have wings, why not just go over here and he won't be able to hit you? But whoa! I'll show you what happens if you do this. 1, yes, he can hit you, as he's showing. And 2, those bullets just start coming out of the walls, so you can't just exploit it like that. I figured that was worth showing you because I already took a hit. I'm not going to perfect this boss battle. And man, I am not doing a lot of damage to him. I really need to... Maybe this rocket launcher didn't have high enough damage per second. Maybe the jolter will do me better. Whoa. Maybe this guy just has a lot of health. That is also a possible theory. This attack looks really menacing, but you could really just stand in the corner here and dodge over the few bullets that do make it to the corner. That attack with the bazooka, pretty easy to dodge. You just roll over the giant splash. This one, with the bullets bouncing off the walls, is pretty hard to attack or fight against. This one, pretty easy. I'm just like reviewing every single move that he's doing. Like, imagine somebody is trying to kill you, or you're trying to murder someone and they're just reviewing all your murder tactics as you viciously try and kill them. This is the hardest attack I think he has. Whoa! Where he throws the knives on the walls and the knives shoot things at you, because that I really just have to take out the knives first. And I think it's random when he'll do that. And that's a big problem, because I would prefer that he die before he even gets the chance to throw knives at me. He's got very low health here, and now he's entering his final phase, where he becomes black and invincible. And the whole screen is filled with bullets. This looks really hard, but honestly, I just have to dodge into these holes, then the bullets, and then shoot his heart as much as I can. I really need to maximize all the damage that I could do in this short amount of time, because I think I could take it out in one heart showing if I did it perfect. But obviously, I didn't kill him right then and there. Whoa. So I'm gonna like try and swap weapons in slow motions to really try and like get the most damage that I can out of this short little segment, and bam, I got him. Wow, that's pretty good fight. So yeah, you explode his heart. He's like, ow, my heart, as most people would when you shoot them in the heart that many times. Got this new unlock. I'm gonna pick up my credits here. And if I didn't have wings, you know, there's this big bridge of his spine. And that was Into the Gungeon. So now, once you reach the end of the Gungeon, you're in this celestial cosmic realm that's like beyond time or whatever. And you're gonna come up here, and there's this big chest with a gun designed to shoot yourself. But why would you want that? Well, I'll tell you once it comes to me. So I'm gonna get this crosshair here and just aim it at myself, and bang! Ooh, you win, you beat the game. But why aren't the credits rolling? Oh wait, there they are. But the thing is, it says the Gungeon still holds many mysteries, thanks for playing. You think, oh, I beat the game, but that is not actually how you do it. That's kind of like the bad ending, per se. So, yeah, I didn't get killed by anybody, but let's see if it tells me. So, the whole point of the Gungeon is that all these characters here, they're trying to kill their pasts. And to do that, that was the gun that kills the past. You actually also need the bullet that kills the past. And, yeah, I didn't get it that playthrough. And I will show you that next playthrough. So yeah, haha, I got you. That's how you beat the game. But also that wasn't how you beat the game. This isn't a walkthrough. It's a playthrough. And I'm going to stretch out my content by showing you the realization I had to make the first time I went through. So anyway, before I go, I just want to show you some of the characters here. This is a guy named Frightful. He will tell me little missions I could get. I have to kill 28 Blobulon for him to give me a little reward. Then I could open my Ammonomicon, go to the enemies, figure out that this is a Blobulon, and know that I have to kill 28 more of those for him to give me a reward. Let's see. Okay, this guy's not very nice. This guy will... I'll show you what he does next time. That's the tutorial guy. Drinks a lot. This is the king. I think he'll give you challenges like while you're in the Gungeon. I would have the vampire lady here if I saved her last playthrough, or last episode, I guess. But anyway, I did earn some credits. I could buy some more items to appear in the Gungeon. These won't just give me the items for my next run. All these items will just start to randomly appear. And that's a fun thing about this game, that you could unlock more possibilities. See this guy. I forgot his name, but so he got his arm ripped off. And there's also this cute girl. Hey, thanks for getting us out of that cell. I do not recall getting them out of the cell. I think I might have like actually not started on my first playthrough while recording. I think that maybe I played through the game once and then forgot about it. So I do not know what she's talking about. She wants us to collect guns, blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm not much of a dialogue guy. Whenever I played games as a little kid, I just skipped through it. Pokemon was a really hard time for me. But anyway, that's going to end off this episode. I will show you how to beat the game, get the good ending on the next one. See you later.